Today, we're setting off on an amazing adventure to explore a realm that seems right at our fingertips, yet remains cloaked in mystery, the mysterious power of flowers and plants. Throughout history, these living wonders have been more than just garden decorations or things to admire. Some have even been celebrated as gateways that reveal destiny, banish evil, and connect us with the unknown. As we unroll this long-forgotten scroll of secrets, it feels like we're about to uncover hidden truths. Perhaps even a humble bloom could change your future. Since ancient times, humans have sought out nature's magical elements believed to protect us, heal our bodies and minds, and even reveal the secrets of fate. Our ancestors viewed every flower and blade of grass as having its own spirit. Some warded off disasters, others safeguarded love or foretold the future. In this mysterious plant realm, both Eastern and Western cultures revered flora as a bridge between the ordinary and the extraordinary. In the East, old legends often mention plants that ward off evil and cleanse impurities. For instance, the custom of hanging mugwort during the Dragon Boat Festival was meant to keep plagues and misfortune at bay. Famous ancient physicians like Hua Tuo and Sun Simiao even documented the miraculous properties of medicinal herbs, suggesting that even an unassuming flower could decide the fate of an entire village. In both court lore and folk traditions, a cluster of petals might be used for divination. Some ancient texts hinted that burning specific herbs on a full moon night could release swirling smoke that revealed hidden messages of destiny. Likewise, ancient Egyptians incorporated various fragrant herbs into their rituals and protective ceremonies. Temple murals frequently depicted blooming lotus flowers, symbols of rebirth and mystery in their eyes. In Greek mythology, plants were closely associated with gods and heroes. Homer's epics mention sacred herbs, believed to dispel evil spirits and counter curses. According to legend, when Odysseus sailed into unknown seas, it was a certain miracle flower that helped him fend off a sorceress's dark magic. Even if these accounts are steeped in myth, they show the deep reverence our ancestors had for the power of plants. By the Middle Ages, European countries saw the rise of witch gardens. Noblemen, clergy, and occult scholars all secretly cultivated exotic, precious plants in their courtyards. Handwritten manuscripts from that era often contained forbidden recipes in Latin or Old High German. A thorny rose might symbolize the sacrifice and redemption of love, while lavender was believed to promote sleep and fend off nightmares. Across the ocean, Native Americans also commonly believed that certain plants could sense the spirit of nature, guiding them in what they called dream quests. In short, nearly every civilization has tried to converse with plants, developing a rich tapestry of rituals and beliefs along the way. More than mere tools, plants have been seen as soulful companions, an enduring trust and reverence that continues to spark our curiosity today. After all, where does the power of plants truly come from, and can they really change our destiny? People believe that flowers and plants protect us largely because of their spirituality. But where does this so-called spiritual energy come from? Some scholars say our ancestors' reverence for plants comes from the belief that all things are alive, since every living thing has its own rhythm and frequency. Maybe plants can actually interact with our consciousness. In other words, by touching them or enjoying their scent, we seem to tune our bodies and minds, reaching a deeper level of our soul. Modern biology has even shown that plants can subtly respond to external stimuli. Some researchers speculate that these responses might hint at a sensory system in humans that we still don't fully understand. But stopping there would be too simple. Eastern Taoist texts often talk about qi, the idea that everything in the universe is connected by one flowing energy. Some Taoist priests or alchemists set up altars when flowers bloom, using rituals, charms, and even special music to create a sort of energy bond between people and plants. It's said that this interaction not only calms the mind, but that certain flowers can even hint at the future. For example, various court legends and folklore mention mystical practices like orchid divination and plum blossom divination. While these accounts were once dismissed as mere stories, modern scholars have rediscovered the importance of focused intention in these methods. Perhaps when you fix your gaze on a petal with total concentration, you can spark an insight that reveals signs and inspiration you'd normally miss. Western alchemists had similar ideas. In the Middle Ages, floral symbolism suggested that every plant held its own cosmic metaphor, something alchemists or magicians could distill into powerful remedies. They believed that different plants corresponded to various astrological signs or deities, and when the stars aligned just right, it was the perfect time for a special kind of extraction. This wasn't just about chemical reactions, it was also about a soulful connection. A plain daisy, if imbued with the grace of Venus, could become a key for a diviner trying to tell true love from a passing fancy when its petals were turned over. It might sound crazy, but such ideas have been cherished throughout history. Perhaps it's these transcendent beliefs that have led people to invest so many hopes and omens in plants, gradually building a vast system of mysterious botany over generations. If you look closely at these legends and records, you can see a timeless theme: humanity's deep desire to have a dialogue with nature. We're always curious about the unknown and eager to unravel the mysteries of fate. Lush green plants serve as the perfect symbol of this bridge. They're born from the earth yet reach toward the sky, firmly rooted while hinting at something beyond. Whether it's Chinese flower divination, Egyptian lotus worship, or Norse druid forest rituals, these practices across time and cultures keep sending the same message. Maybe our connection with these plants isn't just a simple matter of person versus object. When we truly open our senses, we might just hear the quiet echoes of a hidden world. Looking back at legends and the mix of cultures over the ages, we might come to a subtle but moving conclusion. The mysterious power of flowers and plants actually comes from a two-way connection between nature and people. Folks believe these greens can ward off bad vibes, spark insight, or even turn the wheel of destiny. The real kicker is that spirituality isn't just tucked away in plants, it lives in every one of us. Just like a plant needs sunlight, water, and the right temperature, our hearts crave hope, belief, and a little touch of magic. Maybe that shared need is what creates an emotional magnetism between us and nature. When you look at a plant with genuine awe, it almost feels like it's answering your silent prayers and opening up a broader spiritual view. The rituals woven into myths and divination practices give us a tangible spiritual framework to channel our jumble of hopes and fears through the soft medium of flowers and plants. When a shaman lights herbs in an incense burner, or a priest offers fresh blooms at a shrine, those sacred moments might just give our consciousness a chance to level up. In changing our inner world, we expand how we see the outer one, sparking a cycle where belief and reality feed off each other. While some of these mysteries haven't been fully proven by science, they push us to face and respect nature's power and remind us to stay humble before the vast unknown. Reflect on those age-old texts and legends. The traits they've given to plants might be their way of telling us that not every mystery can be solved with cold logic. There's still an invisible bridge of spirituality linking the stars and the earth. The real magic happens when you gently stroke a leaf or gaze at a flower and feel your heart skip a beat. Because only when the inner and outer worlds align will the miracles slowly bloom before your eyes. All right, we've reached a pause in our exploration of the mysterious power of plants, but this is only the first step. There are plenty of ancient texts and hidden traditions calling out to us. Maybe next time we'll follow a moonlit flower revered in old witchcraft to dive into the strange divinations of full moon nights, or chase down a secret herb from Taoist texts known as the Spirit Connecting Herb to see how it helps practitioners tune into nature's forces. If you're curious about these deeper mysteries, or if you've heard your own legendary plant lore, feel free to share your story in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and follow along as we continue to unroll those dusty scrolls of history and step into one of the most enchanting chapters of human civilization. In our next journey, let's team up again to welcome more stories about plant spirituality, deity rituals, and experiences that go beyond the ordinary.